I'm very proud of the fact that through our Ferodo series, we are turning into educated, hands-on and safety-aware drivers. Now, one episode that had a massive response and a ton of questions related to bleeding of the brakes. It's something we can do ourselves, but it does require a bit of instruction. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to go back to basics, take you through the process, especially as we head into the festive season, where we do need to be spending a little more time looking at those safety-critical parts of our vehicle.
The term bleeding brakes doesn't mean your car needs to be rushed into the ER. Instead, it's a bit of maintenance you can do, as Bertha Steyn explains further.
Bleeding the brakes is actually getting rid of a lot of air and debris that's in the hydraulic system of the brake system itself. And that's very important because you can change all the hard components on the vehicle, get all the adjustment right on the drum assemblies, but if the hydraulic system fails, you've got a complete brake failure resulting maybe in an incident where you might smash your car.
Now, I'm not seeing a huge amount of equipment here, which is great for a DIY project, but take me through the bleeding of the brakes, how that process actually works, step by step.
Well, normally you'll have to have some kind of assistance with somebody sitting behind the wheel, applying some pressure to the brake pedal itself. It'll start with applying brake pressure onto the brake pedal itself, and we'll open up the valve to release the brake fluid coming through into our bleeding bottle. So you apply the brake pressure to the brake pedal and you'll feel that going towards the floor pan. And you need to keep your foot there up until the point where the valve is closed, and then the pedal will come back to its home position, and you actually repeat that sequence up until you've got nice clean brake fluid coming into your container.
How often should I be doing this?
Every 60,000 kilometers or every 18 months, depending on what comes first.
Now, obviously, with this being a DIY project, you want to make sure that you are getting the job done properly. How do we check, how do we make sure that the system is complete and working?
It's fairly easy to test the system itself, and that's very important. You actually put a force onto the brake pedal, and that pedal must give you a good firm feedback onto your foot. And if you've got a situation where that pedal actually fades after a period of 10 to 15 seconds, that's an indication that there might be some air left in the system, and you actually need to repeat this sequence to make sure that everything is in a good working condition.
It's a good idea to bleed the brakes before you embark on a long journey, so that you and your passengers reach the destination safely.
There is a certain amount of satisfaction that comes with a job well done, but I think the message that really hits home for me is that being a responsible driver isn't necessarily only about what you do behind the wheel on the road. It is about being conscious of those safety critical items in your car, being aware and empowered. Educate yourself so that you can have a safe festive season out on the roads.
You're in control with Ferodo.